Solid Snake.
I don't know what it was. I don't think it was a Solid Snake, though, because that's not Blizzard IP.
You never know. You might actually just see Solid Snake make an appearance. You think if Solid Snake was in the game, it would be a Protoss unit? I think it'd be a DT.
If Solid Snake was in the game, he would definitely be a Zerg unit.
Why?
Because,
That makes no sense at all.
well, why would he be a Protoss unit?
Because he would be a Dark Templar.
No, he wouldn't be a Dark Templar.
Of course he would. You can't see Solid Snake until he kills you. Like
Solid
DT.
Snake doesn't have cloaking. He walks around with a cardboard box.
No. Solid Snake totally be a Dark Templar.
I think he would be
What do you think Splinter Cell would be?
Splinter Cell.
Yeah.
What was that guy's name? Sam Fisher?
Sam Fisher, you know.
Sam Fisher would probably be a Viking pilot.
Root Sage is of course our red Protoss spawning on the right top side of Whirlwind. And he's gonna go up against Root for Root Minigun, who's our blue Protoss spawning in the right bottom side of the map. For a second I thought Minigun was gonna go very crazy. There are a few Protoss players out there, like Bisu used to be one of them. Just goes Nexus first in PvP. It's like, well, I hope you don't scout me first, because if you do, I'm very, very dead. But that's not gonna happen. Minigun is gonna play it safe. You know, you wanna know my story about Splinter Cell?
Yes.
When I was young, I was like this typical nerd. I had a GameCube. I was very happy with it, and you know, you're very proud of the collection of games that you had. And then I always thought that like Solid Snake and Metal Gear Solid, it had very high scores in the reviews, so I thought it was awesome. But I didn't have a PlayStation, so I didn't know. And then Splinter Cell was coming to GameCube, and I thought, man, this is going to be great. I'm gonna buy that game. So I bought it when it was like a platinum or like a collector's, whatever it was. So it was a little discount, and I bought it. Then I went through the training mode and I hated it, and I couldn't finish the training mode, and then I never touched the game again.
Wow.
And I know it's a good game, but I just
You have this with a lot of games. You'll like play a game for like 2 minutes, and you'll just decide right then and there whether or not you're ever gonna play it again.
that's correct. You know, I told you the story about Warcraft 3, right? When I bought Warcraft 3, I scraped off the ticket, the barcode, because I was so sure I was gonna love this game. And then I hated Warcraft 3, and I went back to the store the next day. I was like, I want to trade Warcraft for Unreal Tournament 2002. And they're like, sorry man, Unreal sold out. I was like, no. So I have to keep this stupid Warcraft game? He's like, well, you can trade it for anything else. I was like, well, I don't really see anything. That minor decision changed my entire life. How crazy is that, man? If they would have had Unreal, my entire life would have been different.
I feel like this should be a lesson to you, Kevin, to be a little more open-minded about things.
Yeah, maybe. Stargate opening by Sage here on the right top side of the map. As we mentioned before, Stargate openings can be extremely good in Whirlwind. I'm very curious to see how Minigun wants to open. He has a little less gas. He took his simulators a little later. Opening up with the Mothership Core as well. Sage delayed his Mothership Core. Man, Sage went for like the absolute quickest Stargate. That's such a ridiculously quick Stargate.
Yeah.
This is a one stalker into Stargate. Minigun's gonna follow this up with a sentry, so he's gonna go one gate, fast expand. As you can see, he's dropping the Nexus right now.
Should be pretty good against the Stargate opening.
Yes and no. I actually believe that if you have a perfect execution with Phoenix opening, and I actually thought he was gonna go Oracle, but he's opening a Phoenixes straight away. That with 2-3 Phoenixes, you can pick up the Mothership Core or force a Photon Overcharge. And if you then follow it up with either a 3 or a 4 gate attack, I believe you can win, because often, as you can see right now, Minigun as well, they go 1 gate, Nexus, Robo. So your Phoenixes fly in early, they force the Photon Overcharge, then they come back when Photon Overcharge is expired, you fly in, you lift up the Immortals, and you win the game. So, yes, I think Stargate can be very good against Nexus first, but if Sage decides to macro up, then this Nexus first build is definitely not bad for Minigun. We will see, man.
We will see. You know, you told the story about how you got into Warcraft. You know how I got into Brood War?
Tell me, man.
I played Brood War a little bit as just like a little kid, you know, single player. First time I ever played multiplayer Brood War, it was like after I had played, well, I don't think we have time for this story as we see some units moving out.
Not the right moment for story time. Sage not building any pros, man. He's doing exactly what I said. These two Phoenixes right now are going to try to force a Photon Overcharge. They're going to start shooting at this Mothership Core. I did this build a lot. Ooh, an Observer opening for Minigun. That's very good news. And he's using a hallucinated Phoenix. This is also bad because he needs every single force field. Alright, Minigun, if you're gonna have to use a Photon Overcharge to keep this Mothership Core alive, at least that's what Sage wants. Oh, he uses it very early on.
The natural, and that's gonna chase away those stalkers. Phoenixes in the main base aren't gonna be able to do any damage.
Actually, these Phoenixes can easily pick up this Mothership Core. I'm not sure why he's bothering with that sentry. I would have much rather seen him kill the Mothership Core, because the units were trapped over here if he flies the Phoenixes over here to the left side. Minigun, I think it's time for you to sacrifice the Nexus, because I don't think you're going to be able to keep it alive.
That Sage 3-gate attack is on the way. There's not really any sentry energy to speak of. He can't force field that natural ramp.
Making Immortal right now. Immortals, they're probably just going to get picked off. A couple of pros going to lift off as well. You don't want to use all your Phoenix energy though, because you're still having a gateway timing behind this. I love this pylon by Minigun. If he wipes in a couple of Zealots on the wrong moment for Sage, I would like to see more than just a single Zealot. Man, Sage has like a razor thin window.
It's close, man. Sage. Oh, what? Where you going, Zealot?
I mean, he skipped so much time. There's always going to be another photon overcharge. I don't really think.
A lot of probes killed. A lot of probes killed at this point, but we got the harass is unfolding here in the main base. So good job here from Minigun equalizing things. Meanwhile, Sage looks like he is going to go ahead and initiate the attack. No, he's non-committal. This could be putting Minigun back in the lead, Kev.
Minigun is getting the time that he needs. He's going to be able to get a photon overcharge in his natural. He's going to be able to keep his natural alive. And nothing is happening on the other side of the map, so I'm just going to look at these Phoenix Zealots as well. This single pylon changes everything. Minigun killing so many probes.
Sage taps out, and just like that, a single pylon saves the day. Crouching probe, hidden pylon.